what to do in the lull periods in Final Fantasy XIV. No matter what MMORPG you play, there are going to be quiet periods, time between the major patches, time when you're feeling burnt out, time when you're struggling for content and you log in and you just kind of sit around the major cities. I think if you're an MMORPG player for a long time, we've all been there. Coming from World of Warcraft, they would regularly keep you like half a year between major patches. And once you've cleared the raids and the quests and other content, what do you do until the next major patch drops? And I'm now hitting that point in Final Fantasy XIV for the first time as a newer player. I've been 9 months I think I've played for, so now I've just hit this first big lull period in current content. I'm still having fun and I'm playing a lot and I'm still itching for more story. I want to get into the new relic grinds or whatever they bring out, so I just wanted to make a video sharing some things to do during the quiet periods to keep you busy and have fun in the game. So please let me know in the comments if you have something fun that you do outside of the big content patches that I haven't covered here. Or if anything here helps you, maybe drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video and you want to see more. So let's get straight into this. Number 1. I think the big reason Final Fantasy XIV is such a big success and loved by so many is the MSQ. And number 1 is replay the story. The main reason a lot of people play this game is the story. I personally fell in love with the story very early on and grew insanely attached to the characters. Nothing else in the game has excited me like some of the big MSQ moments. And I already have just finished it and I want to play it again. I've just been playing for under a year and I am already tempted to go back. My favorite expansions were like Heavensward and Shadowbringers, and I think once it's been a while longer, I'm going to go back and replay Heavensward. Might Fantasia into an Elizon just for the occasion. You can go back in New Game Plus your favorite areas and see what happens if you choose different dialogue options. I think there's also certain things, if you're a healer in certain areas, there's different dialogue. If you're a certain race in certain areas, there's different dialogue. And I kind of want to see some of those little niche things, these niche little changes as well. If New Game Plus doesn't interest you, maybe go make an alt. Maybe you've got friends on another server or you just want a fresh start. Go make an alt. You get to level everything again. If you're in a point in your life when you have a hell of a lot of free time and you've got friends on other servers, maybe just go make an alt and do it all again. We've had a lot of people come over to Twintania on EU and they've made alts over here and we've been playing together throughout the last few months. So yeah, this has been really fun and I know people are really enjoying it. I personally don't think I have the time to make an alt, but I know a lot of people who are really enjoying having multiple characters and you get to do it all over again. One thing a lot of people I do that if you don't want to replay the story yourself, go find a new player on YouTube or Twitch and live secondhand through the story with them. I saw this directly because a lot of people jumped in with my new player experience and I've had people that have watched me from like ARR and we're still hanging out now in the end of Endwalker. So yeah, if you just want to go watch someone play it, there's loads of people that are going through the story for the first time and you get to see it all again. There's new people joining this game every day, and you can relive those experiences vicariously through those. I don't always have time to sit and watch full playthroughs, but I do sometimes try and catch people's reactions to major story moments. There's a lot of people I used to watch that played World of Warcraft that have now moved over and playing Final Fantasy, and it's nice to see them react to some stuff that I used to do. So, you know, the major Shadowbringers moments are always cool to catch how they react to it and how they interpret certain things. So yeah, that's been really fun. Number 2. Community and FC events. This is hands down the thing that has kept me going in Final Fantasy XIV for the longest time. If the story ever felt slow or I didn't connect to it, I logged in and just did stuff with friends. I personally had quite a hard time with the Stormblood story. It wasn't really my cup of tea, but we did so much on stream and outside of offline just with friends that kept me playing the game even though I wasn't really connecting with that part of the story. And now I've finished the MSQ, I spend more time just hanging around and messing about with friends. If you don't have any friends in the game or you're new to the game, join a casual community FC or like-minded people. Maybe you look on Reddit or in the party finders, group finders, or through Discords to try and find FCs on your server of people that do fun stuff. RFC does like an event each week, like Farms of Old Content, Glam Contest, that kind of thing. And it's just something nice. I don't go to them all, but it's nice to turn up to them when you've got nothing to do that day and you're looking for something to fill that evening with. And it's nice to look forward to and just get involved with the same people every week. Alternatively, you could join like a big streamer community or a big YouTuber community. Whatever server you're on, there is probably a big content creator hosting events, doing fun things. If you're on EU Lite, we do a lot of fun stuff. I will link my Discord down below if you want to join. I do watch a lot of NA streamers, and some of the stuff they do is wild. If you think of people at the size of like Zeppler or Asmongold, when they do a big event, it's absolutely crazy. So if you can go join stuff like that, that's probably a hell of a lot of fun. If you're not into all that, just get some of your friends together, start a link shell, do a map night, or make your own content. This is a virtual world and a multiplayer, massively multiplayer game. Make the fun. That's what I would say. Just go chill in someone's house, just go hang out, or maybe just do something in Discord whilst being in the game. I do that more than I think I realized. Just chat with like 3 or 4 people in Discord, but you're just sat in the game at the same time. It's weird, but this game has a great community, so make the most of it. Number 3, old content. If like me, you joined the game recently, I joined like 9 months ago, so there is years of old content to play through, and a lot of it is still relevant. If all you've done is go through the MSQ and play the Endwalker content, you have tons of stuff to do. I've summarized some things I really like. If you're a newer player, you might want to get into some of this. Deep dungeons like Heaven on High and Palace of the Dead, it has tons of rewards. It's a great challenge alone or with friends, and the title for solo in Palace of the Dead is one of the hardest to get in the entire game. Old relic grinds really tickle that itch of old MMORPG grinding. We just got to the 3rd area of Eureka last week, and it's been super fun just grinding through there on quiet days. Non-MSQ quests are pretty cool as well, like Hildebrand, Blue Mage, role quests, class quests, crafting quests. There's so much to do. Get out there. Crafting itself is a whole beast. One of my main goals for Endwalker was to become an Omnicrafter, and I had a ton of fun working on that in the first month or 2 of Endwalker. It was something that a goal I set myself, and it was so fun to get it done. There's fun things too, like the Golden Saucer, ocean fishing, seasonal events. There's so much old content from the past that still offers rewards and is still fun. I know there's probably less interest into a 5-year Final Fantasy XIV veteran, but maybe there's something from the past you've been putting off. Go unlock that class you were never interested in. You might love it. I've been putting off Monk for a long time, and I unlocked it last 2 weeks ago, and I kind of like it. There's a lot of things that I never tried because I was focusing on leveling, and going back now and doing them is made me realize, oh, I should have done this so long ago. It's actually really fun. But there's nothing wrong with leaving that content till the end, because in lull periods, it's good to go and do that old stuff that you left behind. Now, number 4. Similar to old content, completionist content. Some of us crave the endorphin hit, the numbers popping up on screen, the mount drops, the 100% little flags in our logs, the feeling of achievement that only an MMORPG can give. And there is a ton of it in this game. Mounts alone will keep you busy for months. You've got all the mounts from Extremes, Beast Tribes, older content like the Firmament, Eureka. I spent a good month trying to get the T-Rex from Eureka, and it's so rewarding to finally know it's there, and I never have to go back in that first zone ever again. Same goes for minions. There's so many of those to go unlock, and some of them are cute. Some of them interact with each other as well, so they're quite good to try and get. Similar to mounts and minions, you could go finish all the beast tribes. It's quite nice to look into your reputation tab and see everything as Bloodsworn. I really like that. It does something in my brain that I like, so I've been doing the beast tribes. You also get a mount, dance, outfits, some cool stuff, and stuff to go towards your relic grinds as well. I've got about 4 beast tribes left over all the old expansions, and I've had so much fun ticking these off every day, and getting the little bits of incremental progress every day is really rewarding. You could also go and try triple triad card hunting, get the elusive triple triad mount. I've only seen a couple of people with this, so it's quite a nice flex, and if you like the trading card game, why not go do it? You could go get every single Blue Mage spell in the game and become an absolute demon in the open world. I've only dipped my toe into Blue Mage, and I already love it. So you could go and max out that spell book. I think that could be super fun because it takes you to raids, dungeons, and lots of other stuff in the open world. Really cool idea. You could go and finish every single quest in an area. I recently did this in one of the Endwalker zones that I really liked, and it's nice that there's just nothing left there. I've just done it all. You get the nice, you get the nice story content, story filler. It adds more lore to the area and patches some holes in the story. Maybe I really like it, and it was nice to go back to the Endwalker zones to do that. Maybe go do that with Shadowbringers or an expansion you love. I could make a whole video on all the cool things that I want to go and finish, but I'm sure there's some things that maybe in the back of your mind you want to work towards. Maybe don't try and get every single ARR relic though. I've seen that grind, and yeah, if you've got all of those, that's an achievement. If you've got one, that's an achievement, right? But yeah, maybe look at some other achievements in the game, some other things to complete, some other things that you can tick off that you never have to do again, and just work towards them. Maybe one day I'm going to try and get every single fish in the game. Is that a sane thing to do? Maybe not. But yeah, I think completionism content is huge in MMORPGs, and it would probably be the #1 thing that keeps me going in downtimes of major patches. But that's just me. Number 5. If none of this is sounding interesting, maybe it's time to take a break. Play other games. Yoshi P said it best, and I'm going to try and paraphrase. It's alright not to play every day. Come back and play at major patches and at your heart's content. It will make me happier, speaking for Yoshi P, in the end, and I think it's the best solution for keeping your motivation up. And I really, really, really agree with that. As someone who's played MMORPGs since they were old enough to use a computer, I was begging my parents for money to subscribe to RuneScape as a child. So I've been in this content cycle for most of my life, and it's important to stay motivated, stay mentally healthy, and keep your love for the game. I've burnt out on World of Warcraft before and unsubbed for a big period because I was throwing myself at nothing for so long that I started to hate the expansion. And yeah, it can be annoying if the expansion doesn't deliver much content, but that's your sign to step away. The game will still be there when you go back. You can still jump into the story when it comes out, jump on the relic grinds, the new deep dungeons that have been teased, the island sanctuary. If you're a Savage Raider, obviously it's a little harder because you might have a commitment to a static, but maybe just log in for your static runs, play other games in the meantime. I've been playing a ton of Pokemon Legends Arceus off stream. I've been playing some Lost Ark on and off stream since that came out too. And then I play Final Fantasy XIV like 3 or 4 nights a week. And those 3 or 4 nights I do play, there's a goal in mind. There's certain old content I want to work through. There's a Savage raid I do. We raid Savage once a week, every Tuesday. And then we do like little events and community stuff on stream as well. So it's nice to know that there's 3 or 4 days I can really look forward to of content that I'm going to enjoy. But then outside of that, I don't feel like I have to log in and I have to play. I can respect that we're in between major patches and go and play other things. And I think that's been the healthiest thing for me because I was getting a little burnt out towards the start of February. So yeah, that's just my experience, and hopefully this can resonate with some other people that might be feeling the same. Hopefully there's something in this that you can relate to. If not, I hope it's still been an enjoyable video. Maybe it at least makes you realize maybe what you really want out of the game. Do you really want to find other things to do in the game? If you said no to every single one of these, maybe you are just a little burnt out. Either way, that's fine. It's how the game's intended to be played based on the person playing the game. And I think I've just found my ideal way to play, and I hope you can find yours. Maybe for you, it's you do need to be in it all the time. Maybe you're all or nothing and you need to be playing 5 days a week, and that means making alts, making really hard challenges for yourself, and progging Savage 4 days a week. Maybe that's how you get through. Or maybe you're just an MSQ guy. You just come in, you play the MSQ. When there's no MSQ, you clock out and you wait for the next bit. And that is completely fine. That is completely fine. The main thing is, I hope you're enjoying the game. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you're watching this video all the way through, I really, 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 really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.